Well, hello there. This is Keith from Keith's Comics coming to you from our beautiful warehouse and studio. We have a stack of comics over there we're going to try to sell you. So hopefully you have your wallet and your FOMO ready to go. We have a staff here in the warehouse. Cindy's here with me as always.
As always.
And then we got Alex, and Kaylin. They may be jumping in from time to time helping me out here as we sort out all of the fun stuff here. Little shout out if you can hear us. Make sure all the equipment is working. It's been 10 months or so since we had any live shows. If you're watching on our Mockingbird Facebook page, that's great, and we appreciate that. But you should know that if you want to claim anything in today's show, you need to be on the Keith's Comics Network Facebook page. So jump on over there. We'll give you a couple seconds to do that. And also join there and get the notifications so you can know when we're going to do shows in the future. Oh, I got a little bit of a lag there. I looked up at myself on the screen and said, hey, I'm not saying that. So we got some oddball stuff, some toys. I have a buying problem. You may or may not know that. And I have a warehouse full of stuff. We've been working it as quickly as possible, but we're just getting overwhelmed. So it's time to start selling down this stuff as we work it to send out to the stores. If you haven't seen our show before, we're going to put stuff up one at a time. We'll tell you a little bit about it. Now, you guys can certainly comment in here, add some context, keep me on the straight and narrow inside of the comments on the Keith's Comics Network Facebook page. And then I'm going to tell you what we're going to put it in the store for, the price that is, and then what we're offering here tonight. If you want it, if you can't live without it and you must have it, then you're going to type claim and give me the title. It doesn't have to be exact. Spelling does not count. And, say claim Fantastic Four #1 because I'm a Kirby fan. Oh, you don't have to put anything else. We scrape all the comments. Facebook is the official timer here. So if somebody claims it at the same time as you, we will look. It goes down to the 100th of a second in Facebook. So hopefully your internet is working well today. And I don't know how many people's are after that big thunderstorm yesterday. How about that? Cindy's very happy that she didn't have to water the lawn today. Yeah, that's right. All right, the audio's working. If you're out there, if you give me a shout out that the audio is working before we start and switch over to the other camera for the books, I would appreciate it. Let's see. Pasquale is here. Pasquale's already claiming stuff, and we haven't even shown anything yet. That's awesome. Welcome to the show, Pasquale. Pasquale's, if you're a fan of Keith's Comics Mockingbird, him and his crew put together the new Keith's Comics sign. It looks fantastic out there. And Sam is here. And so it's a show for two, but that's okay. A lot of the people watch later on whenever it's more convenient for them, especially, what is today, Thursday? Somebody might be watching football. Oh, well, not that game that's tonight.
And Loki too.
And Loki too, that'd be cool. Ty's here. All right. Good to see you, Ty. All right. So, check 3, 4. All right. Good to see the crew starting to pile back in. Hey, Tom is here also. All right. So we're going to do some things a little bit differently going forward. But first, let's go get the boilerplate out of the way here. Warehouse Hunter at KeithsNeatStuff.com. You can see it on the screen there. If you have a want list, we're still going to try to do that. You'll see that when we get to another screen, we have some more email addresses for the stuff that you want to correspond to us whenever you win something or claim it, as it were. The Team Comics, you can still use that email if you need to talk to anybody at the Firewheel store, but for having them run their store and then help be the point man on all this was getting to be a little bit much. So going forward, you can send your want list to Warehouse Hunter. You can also go check out our YouTube channel, our other Facebook pages. Every store has one. And Kaylin over there has Instagram and TikTok rolling over there. And I think, what else do you have? Pinterest or something else like that, right, Kaylin?
Yeah.
All right, so you're into fun stuff like that. We don't have a schedule just yet, but we'll be working on that coming up soon. But this is more of a... That's right. Make sure you hit that notification so that you know that whenever we're on. It's a kind of not a full show tonight, but some fun stuff as we try to break the rust off, bang stuff around a little bit. Let's see. Oh, Lacey. Hey, Lacey's here. That's good to see you. We got from Lacey. We got hearts and fires and unicorns, Cindy.
Woohoo! Unicorns. I just delivered one today.
What? Didn't even know you were expecting. All right, so it's time to start selling some stuff. All right, you ready, Cindy?
I am. You have to give me some guidance on your camera.
Yeah.
So
Well, we had it locked in. We had it locked in there.
$2 book.
Yeah, but did you have it? You had it locked in there,
Oh,
so
on those two? All right.
Yeah.
Well, then hopefully these two will be. That's it. The $2 book is on the left. Am I showing one at a
no.
time?
Hang on.
gotta
I know
look at
we're
the
all.
rules.
Yeah, I know we're all a little rusty here. All right, it's time for the Facebook Live show.
Keys Comics.
Wow, there we go. I'm not even sure if that even sounded out there because we have no audio here in the studio to keep it for reverberating. So first of all, did that the Keys Comics logo come through okay? That would be first off notch. Let's see here. I got all these new cameras here. Oh, what's going on with this one? That's streaming old. GoPro. Hey, I'm back. Whoa. Cindy's right over there, and then the rest of they're all on the other side of the computer. So let's take a look. Yeah, right over where. Turn that off, and let's see what is on the camera. The first up, two really. What are those? Those are cheapy books, right, Cindy?
I just thought I'd do the cheapy ones while we're setting up. So the Jerry Lewis book on your left is the $1 book.
The lady, that's number 60 of Jerry Lewis. It's kind of brittle, but it's a good fun stuff if you got somebody in your family or if you just like, that's a DC comic, right? From what, like early 1960s, right? It's a 10-cent Jerry Lewis comic. How much do we have on that, Cindy?
$1.
$1. $1 for the Adventures of Jerry Lewis, number 60. And then that next book is a Thor. What number Thor is that, Cindy?
164.
164. Now, it's how much is that? It's $2, but you should know that one's been soaking in some rainwater over the weekend, and it, wow. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to warn you that it's rainwater. It presents okay, but it is it's definitely been water. But you know, if you need a nice reader copy of this Thor versus the giant head guy and the punchy punch guy, $2 will get it done for that fun book. Thor number. What number is that, Cindy?
Thor number 164. Isn't that is it Keith? What's his name? Carl Urban.
Yeah, that's Carl Urban, punchy punch guy.
Yeah. Punch guy.
All right, next up. Oh, good. So, Sam, I guess I heard of that. All right, so we've been buying collections. You know, we haven't been doing just exactly nothing here while we haven't been talking to you. We've been buying stuff, and we have a brand new warehouse set up, and we have so much stuff in it. And when we buy collections, we invariably get old Overstreets. And while you know we'd love to buy on those prices, they always have good information on them. And so if you haven't got an old price guide, you really should have one in your collection or several. Here's the 24th one. See, they started in 75, so that'd be like the early 1990s one. $2 for this hardcover Overstreet comic book price guide from the what is that? The Confident Collector? Yeah, that's cool. A hardcover though, with great articles inside of it, and only $2. Yeah, thanks for not opening with a giant. Hey, I did open it with a giant floating head. All right, next up, old Batman. This is the Signet Pocket Book, in which they took old Batman comics from the very earliest and they cut them up. I guess this was the time when the Batman TV show was in the zeitgeist, and everybody was all falling all over themselves. They cut up a bunch of really cool Batman stories from the 40s and put them into a paperback. This is the first edition from 1966. Cindy, what is that? We're going to put $25 on that in the store.
Correct.
But if you claim Batman Signet Book, SIGNET. That was the name of the publisher. I'm sure the old school people here know all about Signet Publishing. $13 if you claim it here tonight. A really cool old throwback paperback book. Next up.
Pablo kicked me out there.
Oh, from Amalgam. Amalgam in the mid-1990s, 96 and 97, Marvel and DC, when they were still talking to each other, decided to crush their universes together. It was, I think there were 12 or 16 books each year. This is the Legends of the Dark Claw, which the two hottest characters of the day, Wolverine and Batman, were amalgamated into one character here. From 1996, it's a beautiful VF copy of this. These were very expensive for a while there, but now they're just $10 is not crazy expensive, but $8 if you claim it here tonight from the amalgam. Hopefully these guys will sort out their differences after 25 years, and we can get these back in print because it's good fun stuff. Legends of the Dark Claw, only $8 if you claim it here tonight. Oh, but in the next year, they said, hey, we'll see your Legends of the Dark Claw, and we'll raise you Dark Claw Adventures. Because the Batman Adventures is so popular, they did an animated version of the amalgam. From 1997, a little bit more popular. Look at that. Wolverine Claws. Snicked. $17 in store, or $15 if you claim it here tonight. Dark Claw Adventures, #1 from 1997.
We have two of these.
We have two of these. Hey, where's my Batman folks out here? And where's my Robin and the Disco Outfit fans? From 1988, this is Batman number 416, that New Adventures. I don't know why they went with that tagline. Anybody know the story behind that? Is this a Jim Aparo cover? It looks like this is a really sharp Fine Plus copy. It just, just over time, it just wasn't stored super great. But still, most people are going to go, hey, that's like near mint. No, Fine Plus, newsstand copy. We have two of these. They're both in the same grade. They may not look exactly the same, but they're going to grade out at the same. So I can take care of two different people here. $6 for Disco Robin, also known as Nightwing.
Robin's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, well, Robin. Oh, yeah, he's not feeling so good. Maybe he had some bad sushi or something. Batman, The New Adventures, number 416, $6. Next up, a really cool Spider-Man with Venom. Alec, you're telling me about this Venom game coming up. Is that
Spider-Man 2, yeah.
Spider-Man 2. Oh, it's Spider-Man 2. I thought it might be Venom. So it's going to be the Christmas of Venom, evidently. Do you know when that game's coming out? Soon?
Yeah, 2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks. All right. So everybody's going to be all about the Venom again. Evidently, he's a big player in the Spider-Man 2 video game. This story, Spider Slayers, from 1992. Some nice VF minus V Fine Plus copy of this, number 373 of The Amazing Spider-Man. Only set you back $6. And for you guys who don't remember, all of these books are sold as is. The grades discussed here are my good faith estimates. You can see, like, most of the time people are going to go, well, that looks near mint to me. But, you got to grade them hard so that, to be fair. I can't warranty that you'll get the grade I discussed here. Before you pay, if you have any concern, you should inspect the book. But we should also be aware that we're going to have a new process going forward on the claims, and that we'll talk about that as the show goes along. All right, next up. Just a really sharp Daredevil, number 224. First appearance of Centurion? Whoever the heck that is. But what I liked about this is it has Jurgens artwork, and I didn't even know he worked at Marvel. I thought he was all about the DC and Superman stuff. This issue 224 from 1985 seems like a steal at $6. It looks newsstand fresh. It's 65 cents. Oh, if we could only buy comics for 65 cents again, right? $6 for this beautiful Daredevil number 224. Next.
That's a good question. Hey, someone is inquiring, how long will we be on tonight?
I'm not sure how long we're going to be on, but
As long
generally,
as it's less.
generally we do the shows in an hour or less. We got a little bit late start tonight, but we don't have a full show's worth of stuff. Depending on how much I talk and pontificate, how chatty people are, and I would think that we'll at the top of the hour we'll probably be out. So there you go, 8 o'clock probably. Central Time. Yeah, beautiful cover on that. Spider-Boy Team Up, another one of those amalgam books. Spider-Boy, very popular at the time. The Legion of 2099, not so much, but that's cool. Spider-Boy, also very popular in the current books, but it's a totally different Spider-Boy, if I'm not mistaken. Anybody know? That's a different cat altogether, right?
Yeah.
All right, so this is a different Spider-Boy, so I guess they forgot they already had a Spider-Boy that they shared with DC, but I'm sure DC will remind them eventually. This VF copy of this amalgam book would be $15 in store, $12 if you claim it here tonight. Spider-Boy Team Up from Amalgam. What is he? Is he shooting a gun there with the Spidey, the web slinging?
Yeah, it sure is.
That's pretty neat. Different shoes on that Spider-Boy? That's true. That's true. Next.
Ultimate Invasion #1.
All right, so we have the good fortune of having lots of customers, and so we sell lots of books, and we qualify for lots of these ratio variants. This is, what was this again, Cindy?
Ultimate Invasion.
Ultimate Invasion.
#1.
Number 1, and this is the 1 in 100, which means I had to buy 100 copies of Ultimate Invasion #1 to be able to qualify for this.
Momoko.
I know Alec has got hives going on over there. This Peach Momoko variant cover over there. $50 in store, $40 if you want to claim this beautiful Peach Momoko cover of Ultimate Invasion #1. That's a new series, right? Is that it? That hasn't even finished yet, has it?
I think it
Just-
finished, or they're doing one more or a sequel, I think.
Right. $40 for this beautiful 1 in 100 ratio variant. Where are you getting questions from, Cindy?
Kaylin is showing me the comments.
Oh, where those comments come from?
Where are they
On the
streaming
Keys
on?
Comics Mockingbird?
So
Yeah, on Mockingbird. So, well, we appreciate you guys watching on the Mockingbird feed, and that's great. But if you want to claim any of this stuff, make sure you jump over to the Keys Comics Network Facebook page. Keys Comics Network has its own Facebook page. So each of the stores has a Facebook page in which the guys kind of monitor that of each of the stores. The North Dallas store, the Mockingbird store, the Firewheel store. But then we have one for all the stores called the Keys Comics Network, and that's where we look for claims. So if you want something from tonight's show, type claim and give us the title in the Keys Comics Network feed. You can claim it on the other one. We're just not going to see it. Next up.
we have 3 of these.
Oh, yes. The things we find when we're cleaning up in the warehouse. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. So what's the big deal about this one? I think that they mentioned this being going forward in part of the new DCU. Is that what I'm remembering?
Yeah, James Gunn.
Yeah, James Gunn, he doesn't notify anybody. He just drops tweets that, hey, we use this for a lot of what we're doing going forward. And then we just happen to have a few #1s of Supergirl for tomorrow. But written by Tom King, if I'm not mistaken, this 8-part miniseries in which we don't have all 8 parts, but I'm sure we could hook you up with the trade paperback in the stores. But if you want the issue #1, is it Ruthie and
Tom King and Cream. Krem.
Krim? Yeah, I guess Ruthie and Krim. $15 in the store, $8, and we have 3 of these.
We do.
Just who knows how it ends up in some random box in the warehouse. $8 for Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, #1. No, we didn't miss your snarky comments, Pablo. We just ignored them. Oh, now Pablo's on the right one? All right.
We can catch up.
All right. Adventures in Reading. In 1990, the First Lady, Barbara Bush, her thing was reading comprehension and learning how to read. And Marvel joined forces with her and created this book, Adventures in Reading, from 1990. $6. These were, I found a big stack of these. I guess they fell off a truck, 33 years ago, but they all look great. So there you go. If you want this good promo book here, $6 for your Ultimate Spider-Man collectible that you've never seen before. $6 for Adventures in Reading, starring the Amazing Spider-Man. Next up.
These were my favorites, the Mary Jane variants.
All right, so we haven't gone back to our old show where we would have the breakout at the start of the show. But if you have a want list, get those in, because whenever we start doing those, those will be at the top of the show again. But for right now, we know somebody like these Mark Jewelers variants. What happens is these were books that are sold only on military bases. They have a cardboard insert in this time period, or a really slick insert inside of it, in which they tried to sell service people jewelry for their loved ones back home. This issue number 140 of the Fantastic Four is a solid VG copy that we would sell for $8 if it didn't have that cool Mark Jewelers insert inside of it. So we need $10 for this VG copy of the Fantastic Four versus Annihilus. Oh, who is the artwork on that? Is that going to be Sal Buscema or John Buscema doing the artwork on that? Cool stuff. Next up.
Last Trippy.
Oh, the Incredible Hulk number 193. Smoking VF copy of this. Issue number 193. Some people are claiming that it's the last Herb Trimpe on the Hulk. I would have to go a little bit deeper dive on that to confirm that. A great classic cover of Doc Samson, first appearance, duking it out with the Hulk on top of a skyscraper. Yeah. You know what? I forgot that. Mark that book down to $20, Cindy. I forgot. Yeah, because it would be $30 if it was a beautiful VF, but somewhere along the line, go ahead and mark it down to $20. Leave the book up. I forgot as I was inspecting the book before and then I got busy. Look above Samson. You can see there's a horrendous tape pull on the cover, which is just, if I could get in my time machine and I would go back in time and smack that person around and say, just take the tape off the bag. Just do it. Just take the tape off. So this beautiful VF copy is marred by a horrendous tape pull on the cover. See where all the color is missing above Samson down there? $20. $20 for this beautiful copy of the first appearance of Doc Samson, except that it has a horrible tape pull. Next up. All right, a great classic, Donald Duck. With a Carl Barks story. Back to the Big Top. I can't remember the name of the story here. But anyway, great. From 1988. Let's see, Keith has got to pull off his shoes here. 20, 30, 35. No, it can't be 35 years ago. Wow. $7 for this beautiful VF copy of Donald Duck number 261. Claim. I see everybody's claim. Next up. Where's Mr. Witherington? How am I going to sell him stuff if he's not here? Here's the Sea Devils.
Being a grandpa in Chicago.
Oh, it could be. Beautiful. Presents a fantastic copy of Sea Devils. What issue number is that, Cindy? I didn't even write that down.
Issue number is 17.
Number 17. Somebody's going to figure out how to do that as a cool TV show or movie someday. Sea Devils number 17. It's got a quarter of the spine is torn, is separated. So that really crushes the grading on it. But still, great book. And only $6. $6 for Sea Devils. A beautiful issue from the early 1960s. Next up. Oh my gosh, this book haunts my memory. Amazing Spider-Man 197 from 1979. Almost a VF copy, and some might even call it VF, but I'm calling it Fine Plus. This book haunts my memory because I can remember, these must have been in 3-packs or something, because they were everywhere where I grew up. All over the place. Every time you go, oh, what's the new issue? Oh, they still got this issue. All over the place, this book. I must have seen a million of them. From 1979, though, this beautiful Fine Plus copy. Look at those purples on there. $20 in store, $16 if you claim it here tonight.
Somebody added a 0 to their order.
Yes, somebody did add a 0 to their order. Amazing Spider-Man 197 featuring the Kingpin. Look, I love that big diamond in his tie. Isn't that great? That's pretty cool stuff. Next up.
We have 2 of these.
Oh, a great Batman issue, number 452, the start of Dark Knight, Dark City. But what's so cool about this is this beautiful Magnolia cover on there. Isn't that fantastic? Look at that great cityscape. All right, issue 452 of the Batman, $6, and we have 2 of that. We can take care of 2 different people. Thank you, Sea Devil 17. Thank you. Batman 452 from 1990, $6. Wow, those are beautiful VF copies too. Like no one ever even flipped through them or anything. Next up, oh my gosh, I didn't have time to prepare any Transformers jokes. This, I believe, people are saying this is the first appearance of Dinobots in the Transformers comics. I'm not hip to what are the Dinobots or who they are, or who they're related to or anything like that. Are they Decepticons or
No.
they're Autobots?
Yeah.
Had no idea. This really sharp Fine Plus copy of Transformers number 8. First printing, so you have to be careful on a lot of these Transformers. The first year or so, it was super popular, and there are multiple printings of a lot of the early issues. So if you're a Transformer collector, you might want to find your box of Transformers, peek through those, and see, make sure that you have first printings, or you may be good with whatever printing you got, or maybe you need all the printings to be complete. This first printing from 1985, $18 in store. 16 or 15, Cindy? I can't remember.
You got 15 on it. In the stores, it'll be 18.
$15.
So it's Slag, Grimlock, Swoop, Sludge, and Snarl.
There you go. Cindy looked it up and let it go.
I like them.
Yeah, we watched a lot when our kids were younger. All right, what else you got there? Oh, yes. Captain Marvel number 6 from 1968. He's not a Care Bear. That looks like some kind of fire monster there. A solid VG copy. That it's criminal that these Marvel. It's funny that the Captain Marvel on the cover, but they call him Mar-Vel inside the book. Issue 6 is only $6 if you claim it here tonight. And what's funny about these Captain Marvels? Let's see if I can pull out.
Marvel. I have the lecture several times.
When you look inside the book is actually titled Marvel's Spaceborne Superhero Captain Marvel. That's the official title of this book. And you can see it, they didn't put it on issue 6, but issue 2, it absolutely says it. Marvel's Spaceborne Superhero, trademark, Captain Marvel. And it doesn't even have a hyphen in there. They just call him Mar-Vell inside the book. Wow. So that's an interesting little bit. And I know in previous shows in the last year or so, we talked about that whole Captain Marvel, Shazam, Mar-Vell kerfuffle. But here we go. You get started. And these Captain Marvels, we have a good little run of those over the next few shows. If you're trying to put together a collection of those, we can get you hooked up. Next up, blurry camera is the final Dinobot. You're not wrong. Ultimate Invasion. Number 2. This is a 1 in 50 ratio variant that we have $45 on in the store. Is that Miles? Does he have Beats on, or is that a different Spider-Man?
Does look like he does. Yeah, it says boom, boom, boom. See?
There you go. Oh, I get it now. I'm old. Ultimate Invasion number 2, the 1 in 50 ratio variant, $15. Marked down from the $45 we had it in the store. Next up.
I'm going to take both of those down because this is big.
It's big. It's really big.
Bigger.
Oh, this is a oversized book, art book, The Art of Michael Golden. Us old guys like Michael Golden's artwork. He did a lot of cool stuff. X-Men, Micronauts, what else did he do? The Nam, a lot of really big books from back in the day, the mid-'80s to the early '90s. This is a signed copy of his art book called Excess. For $40, you can have this Michael Golden art book, Excess, signed by Michael Golden. How about that? And, it goes without saying that I'll sign it for you also. Next up, Oh, look at that. Beautiful copy of that. This beautiful copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 268 from 1985. Wow, only $12. That seems like a crime. Wow, look at that. Beautiful cover. Unfortunately, it probably has that Alex Saviuk artwork in it, who, while he's very competent, good artist, just not my favorite. Amazing Spider-Man 268, $12. We want to throw some of those toys up for a second there, Cindy?
Oh, sure.
We have some oddball things. So what do we got here? All right. Where's my Star Wars fans? And I had to do a little research on this. This is Escape the Death Star action figure game from 1998. It comes with 2 exclusive action figures inside of it. They are in there. It is a helmetless Luke and a Darth Vader that has a helmet that detaches, and then they have 3 lightsabers. Why they have 3 lightsabers and only 2 figures, I got no idea. They are in there. It's all been taken apart. Whoever got this originally took it apart and actually played the game. So I can't warranty that every single piece is there, but there's a lot of pieces in there. And the 2 action figures are in there. And the blaster, there's three guns total, 3 lightsabers, and 2 action figures.
Just in case you lose one.
Yes, it is swag, but there are no CDs. Sorry, Pablo. This is in the old shows we would call this swag time, although we're not ready to just unveil all that stuff yet. But if you want cool exclusive action figures for Star Wars that you probably have not seen, here you go, $8 for this 1998 Escape the Death Star action figure game. All right, what else?
So after you get out of the Death Star, you might want to hop on over to Jabba's the Hutt throne room.
All right, this is it's still sealed from AMT. Can you put the sticker down just a little bit, Cindy?
Yeah.
Because the camera doesn't get all of it in there. It's a really big model kit. Jabba the Hutt throne room action scene from 1996, still sealed in its original plastics. If we just makes it back out to the store, it's $30, but you can claim it here tonight for $15.
Jawa and Boba Fett.
Oh, Boba Fett's on there?
He's right here.
Oh, yeah, you can't see it on the camera.
And then there's a Carbonite Han.
Oh, Carbonite Han. That reminds me, we have something fun coming up with Carbonite Han for the holidays. If you ever wondered what would my drink taste like with a Carbonite Han in it, well, we're going to be able to hook you up. The Michael Golden book is not a hardcover. It is a softcover book. All right, next up. Oh, Amazing Spider-Man, number 291 from 1987. It's an interesting book because it's John Romita Jr. artwork in it. Whenever I really like his art style in this one. But this is one where Peter asks Mary Jane to marry him, and she says no. I thought we were just... Yeah, hyperextended his knee because she said no. She says in the first page, no, I thought we were just friends. Wow. She does literally say tiger also. Read the room, Peter.
Wow.
How did you miss the mark so bad? Amazing Spider-Man 291 from 1987, which MJ shoots him down. $10 for this Fine Plus copy. Next up. Looney Tunes, and we can move everything to the left just a little bit too. A little bit more. Yeah, that's cool. Looney Tunes, number 227 from 1960. You know, we want to show the wide breadth of the different kinds of books that we have in the warehouse. We have a lot of bronze and silver and new stuff and variants, but we also have oddball stuff. So if you have any kind of interest in anything, let us know. You can see Bugs and Elmer Fudd there playing a little of the greatest game in honor of our Little Red Shoe Ranger, Texas Rangers, making it to the next level of the MLB playoffs. So from 1960, Looney Tunes number 227, only $6.
All right, we've got 3 of these coming up. 3.
From Free Comic Book Day this year, there was a foil cover. We don't know how 3 of them got put into a box, but here they are. I think we sold these for $18 in the store. This foil cover, it's not really a variant. I guess it is really a variant, isn't it? Night Terrors, foil variant number 1, $10 if you claim it here tonight. And I can take care of 3 different people with that.
They call it special edition.
Special edition number 1, foil. Ooh. The Rangers Neat Baltimore. Is that Baltimore a kind of dish or something? Yes. All right, cool. All right, next up. Oh, yes. We've been a staple of many former Facebook Live shows, but when we buy collections, we get more of these. From 1991, when the X-Men was all the rage with Jim Lee doing the covers, they went back and said, what the heck? Let's reprint that original one. This Marvel Milestone edition, only $6 for this issue. I love how it's like printed on the inside like a teletype. This is a reprint of the previous issue, number 1. It's funny, like, oh, really? This is not really X-Men number 1? No, it is not. It's a reprint. From 1991, though, this reprint of X-Men, $6. Oh, boy. Look at this cool Action Comics number 317. That's got to be Kurt Swan, right? That's some meaty Superman there. The Rainbow Faces of Superman. Also Yellow Kryptonite. Yikes. And Luthor escapes again. That guy's got more life than Joker. Action Comics 317 from 1964. This is a really pretty VG plus. You don't really see this book in this grade, and because of all the black on the cover there, it shows up every little ding on the spine. There are dings there, but usually it's all folded over and messed up. Really nice copy. $12 is what we put it in the store, but we want to make you happy. $6 if you claim it here tonight. Action Comics number 317. Spawn number 300, the 1 in 25 Capullo variant, $25 in the store. Man, you can get your Spawn on here tonight for only $15. So when we do the claims now, we're going to try to hook you up with an email telling you where to go on our Shopify store. So what we're going to do is, after we sort out all the winners, and it probably will take us a day or two, we will get in contact with you. So if you have not emailed us, send us an email to keithscomicschannel@gmail.com. You can see that new email down there at the bottom. That's where our warehouse staff and myself will start looking for correspondence about the Facebook Live show. So it won't get tangled up with the store minutia of the Team Comics, because that's all the Firewheel store. So if you think that you claimed and won something tonight, start a conversation with us at keithscomicschannel@gmail.com. Because what we're going to do is after we sort out the winners, we're going to set up a private sale for you on our Shopify store so that you can review what you got and then pay us there, and then we will send it out to the stores. A little bit different process to keep the stores from having to handle things and deal with a lot of stuff when we have people here at the warehouse that can take care of it. So send us an email, Keith's Comics Channel, you can see it there at the bottom, at gmail.com. And then we'll also can talk to you more about getting things shipped out. Because at the end of the last set of shows in December, we were not good at getting stuff out. So let's be honest with it. So we're going to try to stay more on top of that, and hopefully without the stores, the books just disappearing into the stores and us not knowing what's where, and the guys in the stores, they haven't been able to watch the show. They don't know what's coming and what's going. Let's just everybody here at the warehouse deal with it. You can deal with us through Keith's Comics Channel at gmail.com. Next up. You can tell me where to go, young man. We are excited to have 2 really sharp copies. More left, please. Yes. Fine Plus is... and the VF, there's just a small, tiny difference of these. What a beautiful Hannigan cover on this Scarecrow appearance in Batman number 373 from 1984. If you are interested in the Fine Plus copy, claim it. Batman 373 Fine Plus for $30. And the beautiful VF copy. Both of them direct editions. VF copy, $40. Wowzers. But we're happy to have both of these because they are just sensational. What a beautiful, beautiful cover. Neat-o keen. Next up. Just cover up one.
I am. I'm going to leave the one with
Oh.
thinking ahead.
You are. In the stores, if you haven't been this week, Transformers #1, the new one, is out. And leading up to that was this book called Void Rivals. And that's the 4th issue is out. Maybe the 5th. I can't remember. But this is issue #1. This is the 1:50 ratio cover. Beautiful VF cover, a VF copy of this. $30 in store or $15 if you score it here tonight for this Void Rivals 1:50 ratio variant. On the Shopify store, go to keyscomics.com. Well, I don't know if our website's back up, but evidently GoDaddy was having problems with our website earlier today. Is it back up? Alex is going to check here real quick.
It doesn't look like it.
All right. So if you Google Keys Comics Shopify, though, you can get to our Shopify store, which is different.
And online.
And online. And you can actually buy stuff from Alex has been over there putting lots of new variants, ratio variants up. So if that's your game, we got lots of cool stuff for you. This Void Rivals, though, 1:50, only $15. I don't know. You avoid your rivals? I don't know. We put a lot of books up the last couple of days. How many books you put up today? They're going to be like 20 or 30 up today.
Yeah, around there. I got 60 in last week.
All right. Amazing Spider-Man number 292. Oh, but this is where she says yes. Amazing Spider-Man number 292. Fine Plus copy with the MJ finally relenting and saying yes as we lead up. You knew she was going to say yes because the back cover ad is for the annual in which is the wedding. So I guess it takes a spoiler alert. So at the end of this one, she says yes to Peter Parker.
Putting yes at the end of this. Put an ad on the back.
Right. And so where MJ says yes, issue 292 from 1987, $10 for this Fine Plus copy of Amazing Spider-Man. Next up. Oh, Incredible Hulk, number 228. The first appearance of the female Moonstone. This is an angry Hulk. And Keith put the sticker right over the... Never mind, that was a bad play on Keith's part. Number 228, this beautiful VF copy, which that got to be Sal Buscema with that smash right there. $30, $40 if you let it slip into the stores. Incredible Hulk number 228. Beautiful VF copy on this. And there we go. All right. And so that's kind of it, right, Cindy? Mm-hmm. All right. So there we go. MJ said, where's the prenup? His Spidey sense went crazy there. That's a good one. That's a good one.
He becomes a teacher, and that's all.
Yeah, once he said, you want to become a teacher, I'm out. All right, so let's see here. What we got going on? Sources. All right. Yeah, like I said, that's all we have for the show tonight because we were just kind of doing a proof of concept, if you would. A proof of concept for our shows going forward, and we'll get back to our regular bits and as everybody realizes that we're doing the shows again, we'll be happy to come up with a regular schedule. Give us some input about that. Drop us an email at keyscomicschannel@gmail.com. Let us know the best times. We were doing daytime shows during COVID, but that seems like people are back to work, and that doesn't work out so well for us. Remember that you can watch the show anytime and claim anything anytime. If it's still there, we'll hook you up. You should know that the prices are only good for 72 hours, and after that, they expire. Kind of like my will to live after trying to set up all these cameras after not dealing with it for 10 months. You know, you take a little time off and Facebook changes all the settings and it's crazy. Well, we got to sort it out. Hopefully that you will all come back and see us, get the notifications set up on the Keys Comics Network Facebook page. You can always watch on the Mockingbird page. That's great. But if you want to claim things, you really do need to be at the Keys Comics Network page. Cindy's been with me here as always. The Keys Comics office staff has been milling around smartly in the back somewhere.
Smart.
For Keys Comics, I am Keith. If I don't see you next time we're on, I'll see you next time. Well, Cindy, it seems like they remember that if they wanted another one, we need to have some lighters lighting the way. We got 3 flames from 3 people.
What?
You got one more book?
Totally not expecting that.
Oh,
I
hey.
do.
Hang on just a second. We have one more because you demanded it. Let's hang on just a second. I got to take this towel around from my neck here. Got to get warmed up, get back out on the stage. All right. What else you got here? You got one more, right?
I do.
All right, let's take a look.
Just on the hopes, you know.
One extra one. Oh, classic Mike Zeck cover. Amazing Spider-Man 293 from 1987. This really pretty, fine copy. Would be $20 in the store. With that, well, I don't know if that Craven movie is ever coming out. Somebody could hook me up with that. But anyway, wow.
Morbius.
Yeah, this beautiful, amazing Spider-Man number 293. $17 if you claim it here tonight. And that indeed is the end of our show. Yeah, I see that glare up there. I don't know that we're going to be able to get around it. We have bought a new light kit. We have a lot of stuff going on in the background, but just when you put all these books in Mylars, it gets difficult. But there you go. Thanks everyone for dropping by. If you're watching us in the future, hello future. Thanks a lot, and you can claim stuff too. See that right there, Cindy? And
Put a little sunglass on it.
yeah, put a little sunglass on it. For Keys Comics, I am Keith, and if I don't see you at our next show, I'll see you next time.
Keys Comics.